Hello, how are you? I hope your day is going well. Today on Clara James, I thought we'd have a chat about recognizing like the single letter sounds, so things like but the con as the sound rather than as the name, because obviously this is something which some children find confusing. They're often taught the alphabet as A, B, C, D, and then when it comes to sounding out words, they have to know it's as b, k. So the first thing I'd probably suggest before we get going too much is that when you're teaching children the sound or letters, teach them the sound first, because that's what's going to be useful to them for sounding out words. So some of the reason I thought I'd talk about this today is because in the past I've worked with younger children who we've worked at. There was one child who was dyslexic and she struggled to recognize the sounds of letters. Another child who was just younger and was struggling. And now I've got a completely new scenario. I'm working with a young lad who's just moved back to England, and although English is his first language, he was only young when he left here, and so now he's got to learn the letters in English, because he's been learning them in the language of the country where he's been living. So that kind of like made me think, okay, well, that's something we could actually talk about today, because that could be something that's useful for um, multiple families. So going back to what we've done in the past, what I would suggest is if you are starting looking at the sounds of letters, things we've done before is we've made kind of like a scrapbook of words. So on page A, it would be, sorry, on the first page, it would be A, and we'd find pictures and words and things that all start with the letter A. So we might have an apple, an ant, an anteater. Um, you might put in an aeroplane, but if you do, again, obviously that starts with the A sound rather than the A, but you can look at the fact that it is actually the same shape. So it could be something that, although the A and the A sound different, if you've been kind of like saying A, B, C, you could bring in the aeroplane. And then on the next page, we would have a bus. So it might be banana, baby, blanket, and ball. You probably have more than this, but find as many things as you can and make a bright, colourful collage, because the brighter, more colourful you can make it, um, more likely it is to kind of like stay ingrained in your child's memory. And the what you may also decide to do is if you have kind of like do it as a folder, and before you put the pages in there, so kind of like this week we're going to be looking at the sound. So before it goes in the folder, just have it out and about in the house so that it's kind of like you can keep adding to it, but also so that it's just always there in the child's subconscious. And you could even use things like different textures. So you could perhaps use make the letters out of pipe cleaners or sandpaper or whatever else, just to again make it more, basically open different neuro pathways, making it easier for your child to understand. So that's one of the things we've done in the past. Something else we've done is we'll have a piece of paper, again, if you're popping it in the folder in your scrapbook, and we'll have a big picture of a capital A and a little a, so you're familiar with the shape of both. And then we'll have pictures of things starting with that sound, but this time they're to be coloured in. So we might have an apple, an anteater, I can't remember what I said last time, avocado, and my brain's not working, addition sign. Okay, so we've got a few things there, and they can all be coloured in. What you may do, depending on your child, is you may do this straight away and kind of like just have the images, or you may have the images and the first letter next to each word. You may have, or you might draw the picture, have them colour it, and then write the word next to it. They may then copy it or they may not, or you might have the picture and the first letter, then they write the rest of the word, or it could be that you have the picture and all of the word apart from the first letter, so they have to put the first letter in so that they're familiarizing themselves with the letter A. How you do it is completely up to you, but that's the next suggestion. And then the third suggestion I have is have the list of pictures on the left hand side and the words on the right hand side. I would keep the words really simple at this stage, or what you might do is have the pictures on the left-hand side and the same pictures on the right-hand side, but muddled up in both cases. And you have to link the word to the picture so that they're familiarizing themselves with the words. But I wouldn't do this until they're confident with the letters, because otherwise what you always want to be doing is boosting their confidence rather than going, hey, well, today we've been looking at the letter A, tomorrow we're looking at the word aeroplane. You go, whoa, that's a big jump. So keep the steps small. So it could be that you've got, like I say, the images on the other side, you may have the image of the word or something, and then attach the two and work together so that it's not a challenge that's too great to be conquered by themselves. So that's looking at single letter sounds. I hope it's been helpful, and I look forward, as always, to seeing you next time. Take care and have a great day. Bye.